Hello and welcome to another science video with myself, Claire and Reese.
Hi!
Okay, so this is a science video about my favourite subject, which is chromatography. And I'm going to try and explain to Reese all about chromatography in a way that a 7-year-old would understand.
Okay.
Okay? So chromatography is all about the separation of mixtures. So I'm going to explain this by using animals. So here we have a mixture of animals. Okay?
Okay.
And we have a fast flowing stream, and it's next to a bit of grass, maybe a meadow. And these animals are going to take a walk along the stream. And some of the animals are going to jump into the water. And obviously some animals like water more than others. And with the stream flowing really fast, we're going to talk about how long it takes for the mixture of animals to get to the other end. So what have we got first? We've got a cat. Now, does a cat like water?
No, not
No,
really.
a cat really does not like water. So the cat's just going to saunter along on the bank side, isn't it?
Yeah.
What about a dog? Do dogs like water?
Shallow water.
Yeah, they like playing about in it. They wouldn't stay in it all the time. Well, some might. But they like jumping in and out. So this dog's going to jump in and out the water. And because the water's flowing really fast, he's going to keep jumping in and out, and he's going to get ahead of the cat because the river's going to push him along. And last of all, we've got a frog. Do frogs like water?
They love it.
Exactly. So I think the frog is going to jump into the water, and he is going to stay in the water, isn't he?
Yeah.
And this river is flowing really fast. So he's going to get pushed along really, 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 really fast. And as you can see, because of the different likes and dislikes of the animals, they've all been separated. So they all started off together, but because some of them like the water more than others, and some of them spent longer in the water than others, they've all been separated. Do you understand?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. So we use this sort of theory in science a lot to separate mixtures. And one of the things that we can do to demonstrate here is the separation of colours. So as you know, colours can be made up of lots of different colours, can't they?
Yeah, like blue, like Greek made up of blue and yellow.
You think green's made up of blue and yellow? Green.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got lots of colours here. And we've got some strips of filter paper. And we're going to dot the colours on the filter paper. So imagine the filter paper is the grass.
Okay.
And we're going to dip it in some water. And the water's the river. And the water's going to rise up the filter paper. And what should happen is things should start to separate out from the colours. So the individual components in there, some will like water more than others, just like those animals. And so we're going to see if we can separate some things out from the mixtures, if they are mixtures. So what I want you to do is, I've got a few colours here. I've got some felt tip pens, I've got some food dye, and I've got a couple of food dyes actually. And so what we're going to do, you take some of them, just
I'll
put
take
one
food
dot,
dye.
so about two fingers up from the bottom of the paper.
Should have put them on the...
No, not on your fingers. 2 fingers up from the bottom of the paper, just put one dot, one little dot there. Okay.
Yeah.
So Reese and myself are going to do this, and then we'll join you later when we show you the next step.
Yeah. Okay. As you can see, I guess it's a bit blurry, but we have put the brown one in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've dotted our dies and felt tip pens on the paper, and we are now put them in the river.
Yeah.
So hopefully they should all fit on. We've got, what have we got? Can you say what we've got, Reese?
So it looks like we've got the colours.
Yeah, so we've got blue felt tip pen.
They've already seen that. We red felt tip, brown food dye, black food dye, red food dye, brown,
There we go.
brown felt tip, green felt tip, and last of all, blue felt tip. Oh, I forgot the red food dye.
Okay. So now the river is rising up the bank, and different things are going to jump in and out the water. And hopefully we should see some separation occurring. So we'll just leave this for a while, and then we'll join you again when something's happened. Goodbye. Hi and welcome back. As you can see, our felt tips and dies have separated.
I'll just show you the other side because it's quite bright on. There.
Yeah.
So, my mum asked me while waiting, why do you think this brown one doesn't seem to be moving up or down, or the colours don't seem to be splitting?
This one has stayed exactly where it is.
Yeah.
And why do you think that is, Reese?
I think because it's too small.
Not quite. So let me explain why the others have travelled. So when you dip the filter paper in the bottom of the water,
Yeah.
like the fast flowing river, the water rises up the paper, and any of the dyes, any of the colours that prefer to be in the water or the river, they jump into it and they travel up the paper with it. But if they don't really like the water, then they're going to stay on the paper and let it flow past without touching it. So, based on that, why do you think that little dye at the bottom there hasn't moved?
It doesn't like water.
It doesn't like water.
It absolutely does not like water.
Exactly, and I knew that because it's actually an oil dye.
An oil dye?
Yeah, so it's not a water-soluble dye. It does not like to be in water. So as you can see, we have the green felt tip, which is separated into blue and yellow.
How much does that love water?
A little bit of blue and a little bit of yellow. And then we have the blue felt tip, which has travelled all the way up the paper from the bottom. There's absolutely no felt tip left at the bottom now, and it's slightly separated into a darker blue and a lighter blue. The brown has travelled all the way up the paper, and what colours can we see in that one, Reese?
Oh, it looks like some fiery,
like a bit of red,
turning
orange, yeah. A bit of red or
yellow.
pink at the top there, isn't it? It's definitely not brown anymore.
Well, I guess it isn't.
And then,
It is kind of dark red, I guess.
yeah. And we have the black dye, which seems to separate. I don't know if you can see it very well, but there looks like there's brown in there and maybe a bit of green as well. And it's actually left blue at the bottom. So it's got a mixture of water-loving and water-hating dyes in that, hasn't it? And the same with the red dye. You can see that well. So the red dye has left orange at the bottom and travelled up to a lighter red at the top. Okay, so what do you think of that then? It's a chromatography, the separation. And we use the science of separation a lot where I work to separate mixtures of various different things. Okay?
Okay. So
Like and subscribe to see more science videos from myself and Lucy Bear.
yeah, be sure to share this with your friends if they are scientists.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.